Hello and welcome to this another exciting lesson. We are going to learn about mail merge in Teacher Joe's classes. Mail merge basically is a process where you write one letter but you distribute it to multiple recipients. So we have already typed our letter, and what we are going to do now is to start the mail merge process. So you come to the mailings tab, it's up here. Then you select Start Mail Merge, and then you select Letters. Then you come to the second button, command, which is called Select Recipients. Then we're going to type a new list. We shall create an address list of 5 recipients that would be able to receive our letters. So we are going to customize these columns to match what we want. So I'll click Customize Columns, then I'll delete some of this to be left with 5 with only specific titles that we shall use in our mail merge. So I'm deleting them, and then so I have title, name, last name, company name. I will change, so I'll rename this into institute. Then okay. Then this one I call it I rename it to postal address. Then the other one I call it email address. So I rename it to email address. So once we have done that, we click OK, and our address list has been adjusted. I will enlarge that so that we can be able to see the entire content. So now I'll just use random names. First name Peter Batch, institution we call it Alliance University, postal address PO Box XXX Meru, email address is batch at alliance.ac.ke. Then I add another one, Dr. Ann Beatrice. This is Kenya Technical Polytechnic, PO Box XXXX Nairobi, and the email address is nb at ktp.ac.ke. Then Professor Ali Juma, institution is Njoro University, PO Box XXX Njoro, and email address is Juma at njoro.ac.ke. Then the other one is Mrs. Sandra Dunge, institution is Nakuru Training Institute, PO Box 1773 Nakuru, info at cti.ac.ke. So those are 4, and finally the last one is Mrs. Pauline James, and she is from Meru National Polytechnic, PO Box XXX Meru, and it's P. James at Meru National Polytechnic.ac.ke. So once you have entered your addresses for the recipients, you click OK, and then it will prompt you to save. So we are going to save the address list here. We are going to save it as So once I have already entered them, I come again to the letter. Then I come here to inserting merge fields. So I start with title. Sorry, let me undo. Press enter. Then insert merge field. Start with title, space, insert first name, space, insert last name. Then we press enter. Then we put institution. Then I press enter. Then insert merge field, postal address. Then press enter. Insert merge field, email address. Then dear, I want to do a salutation with the title and last name. Title and last name, like that. So that is how you enter your data list and how you insert the merge fields in the letter that you write. Word has this feature called preview results here that you can click, and it shows you the first recipient is Mr. Peter Birch, Alliance University. This, dear Mr. Birch. Then we can click the second to see how it will appear, and Beatrice, Professor Ali Juma, Mrs. Dunge, and the last one, Mrs. Pauline James. So that is how you do that. If there is any change that you want to make, you can. So you want to reduce the space between and after paragraphs, you can select that, because if you don't do it here, you'll have to do it per document, which again will add a lot of work. So you come to home, and then you come to paragraphs, then you tell the computer remove the space after and before paragraph, and then you go back to mailings, and then you can preview, and then they are now organized in that manner. Then finally you click finish and merge. So you click finish and merge. It gives you 3 options: edit individual documents, or print, or send to email messages. The reason why we purposely put an email address is because you can send each of those letters to email addresses, and it can go, each letter goes specific to the address that is indicated. Print documents, it sends the work directed to a printer that is connected, and you can print, or you can print to PDF and then you send in other media formats. Then we want to click edit individual documents, so you click that, and it asks you which ones do you want to merge. We only had 5, so we tell the computer to merge all, and we click OK. And voila, we have the letters. So if in a single document, note that the address, the title on the address bar has changed into in the title bar into letters 1, and now we have 5 letters. If you see here on the status bar, there is number of pages, page 1 of 5. That means now we have 5 letters. You can scroll and see. So even if we had inserted our signature here, each of the letter comes now with the signature ready, and they are ready to go. Well, that is it. And now those addresses that you had created, and they're already stored, you can use them into creating envelopes, and each of the envelopes would be addressed to the specific recipients. So that is it for creating mail merge in Microsoft Word. I hope you have learned, and it is time to go and practice what you have learned. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe and like and share this YouTube video. Thank you. Welcome back. We have already done in the previous lesson mail merge, and it has been able to produce 5 letters. Now we want to learn how to create envelopes. So I can start a new document. It's still okay. You do blank document. Then you still come to mailings. Then you choose start mail merge. Then you choose now. We are not doing letters. We are not doing email messages. Now we'll do envelopes. So we select envelopes like that. Then you choose the size. Different sizes are there. They're from size 9, size 10, CL. I'll choose DL. And then the delivery address font, the return address font, and show you the preview. And then we click OK. So I have already entered a return address. What we want to enter is the delivery address. I will try to zoom in a little bit so that we can see the entire size of the envelope. And this is the return address. What we want to put is the delivery address. So we can double click here so that we can see the placeholder, the one that is highlighted there, for the delivery address. So we come here and select recipients. We already had the list from the previous mail merge lesson, so I'll choose use an existing list. Then it opens. I look for the one that we had saved called new contacts. It's this one. Then I click open. Then I will come here and choose the merge fields I want. Title space, first name space, and last name. Then press enter, then institution, and press enter, and then the last one is the postal address. We may not need to use an email address here, but if you so desire, you can still put the email address like that. So you can preview the result. This is the first envelope, and the second envelope, the third envelope, the fourth envelope, and the fifth envelope. And then from there, you come again to finish and merge, and then you can choose edit individual documents, and you merge all. So the computer will create for you 5 envelopes with a return address and a specific sending address to each of the recipients. So that is how easy it is to make envelopes after you have already done your list, once you have done your contact list in the mail merge feature. So thank you so much. You can practice that on your own. Printing, you just send it to the printer and you put the same size, the same DL size on your printer, and then you can be able to get the documents printed. So thank you for watching, and like our